Good morning, folks. We're opening today with a gorgeous sun-diving comet that came in at the start of the week. Peak brightness occurred inside Mercury's orbit and then breakup as solar wind electrically particleized the incoming rock. Over at spaceweathernews.com, we're highlighting a day with absolutely no solar flares or CMEs. The sunspot group is calm and has failed to organize. We do have considerable plasma filament activity, but it does appear confined to the limbs thus far. The solar wind at Earth has dropped out completely into normal range, with the next chance for intensification about 3 days away from these coronal holes. We magnetically connect over the next 24 hours. Before we get into the science stories for the day, after hearing about the initial storm reports in Australia and sharing with you days ago they were going to continue, I will admit that the actual severity of the storm that followed eluded me. It is painful to hear of the losses on the heels of a drought that almost broke them. The hailstorm actually did break many in the span of only 15 minutes. Thoughts are with them. One of the great things about every new science observation is it allows for both new science and comparison with older observations. The details of these kinds of stellar explosions are vastly different based on which cosmology you prefer, but one point of agreement is that these are the X-ray signatures of its occurrence. While in optical the image is unremarkable as seen below, X-ray allows for that double lobe to become visible. The BepiColombo mission is a go. It will slingshot around Venus and take the better part of a decade to get to Mercury, but messengers, mysteries that are still rewriting the history of the solar system are about to get a full observation and study suite of science dedicated to details of the innermost planet. Speaking of about to happen, ICON's mission target is slightly closer than Mercury. Unlike its companion Gold spacecraft, which takes a much higher macro view of the ionosphere, ICON gets to ride through it and gets a first-hand look at plasma tubes and the vertical column electric action in the atmosphere. That one launches soon. Last but not least, Best Article Title Award goes to the University of Lincoln. Apparently, the actual pressure data in Greenland has been unused, replaced by old and modeled data only, and it turns out that the actual data does not really support many of the projections for the North Atlantic, which have enormous effects on the projections for Europe, Russia, Northern Africa, and North America. We greatly appreciate your support. It's how these shows come out every single day of the year. Website members, once again, if you need to catch up on the deeper look episodes, today would be a good day to do so. We've got your wind maps, goes 16, and shots of our star to close. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now it's 3:55 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.